What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. He's back once again, Jordy B. So, if you read by the title, we are going shopping for E85 parts. So, I'm gonna show you guys how I save money. And I will explain to you as I go through what I'm doing, how I do that and still end up with quality parts. So if you're new to the channel, I have a 1986 Buick Grand National. I'm not going to say fully restored. I'm going to say 75% restored. I guess what you call it. It's a resto mod. It does not have a Buick motor in it. So I would call this a resto mod. It's very tastefully done. If you want to know about it, go back in the videos and watch the channel. But with that being said, the car is on 93. And granted, E85, for me to get E85, it's a little difficult. Now, some of you guys already can get E85 just like that. I can't. I have to go about 45 minutes up the road to get E85. But the abilities that you have with E85 is it increases the octane, and you can run more, can't necessarily run more boost. You run more timing, which equates to more horsepower. Now, to really know how much you're making more, you have to go to a dyno, play with your timing. You can add more timing, you won't have spark knock. Now, granted, I have seen in a lot of instances, guys do not change their tune-up at all and instantly make power off of E85 with no tune change, just the fuel itself. That's more so what I'm going for at this moment. This car probably will go to the dyno eventually, but at this moment, I'm looking for the horsepower gains without changing my timing tune-up. It may be 30 horsepower, maybe 40. Who knows? It may not be that, maybe 25. I'm not really doing it for that. I just want to be able to utilize everything that I have in my computer. And my computer does run flex fuel. So with that being said, we're going to hop on the computer and we're going to start shopping for what I need to go E85 on my setup. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, so we got the computer loaded up, and majority of my parts come off of eBay. Now, granted, if you know anything about eBay, a lot of eBay parts are sold by the same companies that you guys are buying it from. And when I say that, I mean Jig, Summit, all your main or household names, I would call them. Granted, there is a lot of eBay stores that sell the same products for cheaper, or they sell things that what we call the box stores do not carry. So I buy a lot of stuff off of eBay. I do a lot of research. I read the reviews. And a good method to when buying stuff on eBay is go and Google the product. Don't Google the product. Go YouTube the product. Someone has done a video on that product 8 times out of 10, and you can find out everything you need to know about it. So, with that being said, to go flex fuel, the first thing we're going to need is a flex fuel sensor. So, all right, we're going to type in flex fuel sensor. Now, there are 2 types. Well, there's multiple types, but the most common, might help if I put flex in there. And what this sensor does is it allows the computer to find out the percentage of the ethanol content in E85 and automatically adjust your tune based off what your 93 tune is. So it will do the math for you, because when you're running E85, you need more fuel. So, all right, so we got that. You just go in, type flex fuel sensor. And then we're going to scroll down, which my screen is actually touchscreen, guys. So I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. And as you see, it pulls up. Now, the one you see right here, that is a forged style sensor. Yes, you could use that. I'm sorry, it's not the forged style sensor. That's the Cadillac. It's one version of the Chevrolet sensor. I don't typically like this version. And would not be the one I'm going with. But if you want to go with this route, it's an in and out. And with these barbs here, which, see, can I pull up a bigger picture? There we go. You would want to run quick disconnect to AN, or, yeah, that's what I would do if you have AN lines. If you don't have AN lines, you probably could get away with, on your return side, hose clamping your lines onto this. Just split your line, run one in, one out, and all it do is read the ethanol content. Now, you can put flex fuel sensor on the inlet or outlet, but I'm going to explain why I think it's better to put on the outlet. Let's see here. So let's go back. So let's scroll down. They have the pigtail, and I think the pigtail stays pretty generic throughout the versions. Now, wow, here we go. This is the version I'm going to be using. It comes on like the Chevy Equinox. It says it comes on some of the Silverado, so I guess it depends on what year. But it's a more in and out direct, so you can put it in line versus that one has to be mounted somewhere. This one, technically, honestly, you could hang it in your line and not have to bolt it anywhere. You could do that because your line should, I mean, this sensor's pretty light, I'm pretty sure, so it could probably just be like an inline fuel filter. You put it in like an inline fuel filter, run your wires to it, and boom, you get the ethanol content. Again, you could put AN quick connects on it, or you probably could just hose clamp a hose right to it. Make sure you're using fuel injection hose clamps though, because it will blow off. Return won't have as much pressure on it, so you probably could get away with regular hose clamps. Matter of fact, I have done it, but I don't suggest it, so don't listen to me. But matter of fact, that's a fuel injection hose clamp right there. Use those type of clamps. Shocked that was sitting right there. As you can see, this is the most popular fuel flex fuel sensor, and it can be had for $45 on eBay from Auto Parts Sky. Lifetime warranty. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A lot of the stuff I do buy, it does have warranties on it. I don't worry about the warranties for the price that I'm paying. The reason I say that, if you go to Advanced Auto Parts, AutoZone, this same flex fuel sensor will run you $90 to $130. You can get it here for $45. Granted, yes, I know the first thing most people are going to say is Chinese made. What isn't Chinese made? Alright, so scrolling down, we have low as $38. Now, when you're doing this, the smart thing would be to buy one with the connector already, which they do offer them. I'm not seeing it up here, but they do offer the sensor with the pigtail. Let's see here. I can't see. I don't see where it's offering. And then what I meant by running quick disconnects, like this is an AEM, ethanol content flex fuel. And you know, most of you high-end guys, this is what you're gonna go buy. You're gonna go buy the most expensive one up here, and you're thinking you're getting the greatest thing, and you're probably not. You're probably getting that same $34 sensor. To be honest with you, you're getting that same $34 sensor with the AE name on it. Yes, there are different in quality. You pay for what you get. I understand that. So, $266. You guys see this? This is crazy. $266 for this. Just to read the ethanol content. But it does come with these adapters and a pigtail that you have to put wires in. I don't think I'm going that route. So let's go back. Let's see, can we go back here? Oh man, what did it do? let's get out of there. All right, so we're going to keep scrolling on down. As a matter of fact, let's go back up to the top. And what I mean with the pigtail, see, a pigtail is only $5, guys. But if you type in with pigtail, which is a connector, and then search, and it should bring it up here. Okay, so this is a whole OEGM flex fuel sensor with 8 AN adapters in line. That's $175. And honestly, that's probably just a Joe Blow like myself done put that kit together and gonna sell it to you for that. And if you want to go that route, that's cool. Now that sensor looks a little different. Let's see, can we find something here? Now this is okay, that's not one. Wow, this is crazy. But anyway, guys, you get the gist. If you keep scrolling, you will find that sensor with the pigtail for about 45, 50 bucks. So just go ahead and buy it together. Or you can buy it separate. You saw how you could buy it separate. Okay, so you need a sensor and you need some kind of way to adapt it. Now, if you plan on going with the quick connects to AN adapter fittings, those fittings, if you get them off eBay, they run roughly about $16 for both of them. And if you look up, hint, hint, a Chevrolet Corvette conversion fittings, they will pop right up. They're the same ones, guys. About 16 bucks for those fittings. So the next thing we need is a way to put the flex fuel sensor in line if you're not going to go with the hose clamp situation or if you're running AN lines. So with that being said, let's see, can we find a holder? So now we need a holder. Bam! Flex fuel split flow adapter. Now, if you're running big lines because you're running big horsepower, you do not want to have your flex fuel sensor as a choking point. So, Motion Raceworks has one for $99. You go scroll down. They have a flexible one. I'm not sure who this is made by, for $61. And what this does is it puts it in line, but it bypasses. So what it does is you still have continuous flow through here, and then it bypasses, goes through the sensor, reads the content, and then back out. So it doesn't restrict flow at all. So those are about the two basic. Here's one for $135. I'm not sure if it comes with the sensor. I'm not going to click on that, but I think it may come with the sensor. That's a pretty nice setup if you have somewhere to mount that. Okay. So, as you see, guys, there's a bracket. There's a small bracket if you want to go with a quick connect adapters and you just want a bracket so you can have mounting holes. $14.99. There you go. So, you're going to need a holder, you're going to need a sensor, and you're going to need a pigtail, and an ECU that's compatible to do it. Next thing, if you're like me, and you want everybody to know that you're running flex fuel, because I think the badges are cool for some reason. I have no explanation why I think they're cool, but they look good on the back of a GN. I don't know why. Maybe I'm tripping. But it's a cool factor if someone see like an 87 vehicle. Be like, oh man, he's on E85. Especially in my area, because E85 is not a big thing. Is badges. So you can buy 3M adhesive badges. One for $12.99. That's the silver and yellow one. I don't really care for that one too much. I like the green one better. You see it top. $8.99 for two. There's I think that's the Ford style flex fuel. I don't really like that one. But hey, if that's your cup of tea, you got all different types of flex fuel. $5.69. Be careful where some of this stuff is coming from, guys. From China. you have to be very. I'm a probably eBay pro at this point, but for instance, if you click on it, that's not from China. Of course, most of the time the price is going to be a little bit more. You get 2 of them from China. That's not a bad deal. You talk about $9 and you get 2 of them. Now I'm only going to put 1 on my car, but so with that being said, got all this stuff in my cart. I'm going to order it. Boom. It's already here. Actually, this isn't. I don't know, that's something else. My stuff is here. So, let's break this down. Bought the Motion Raceworks holder. And it already had mountain holes. And the sensor slides in, and the O-rings, it bolts back together. So you unbolt it, slide it in one side, bolt it back together. So you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. And it has O-rings that seals it off. You're going to need fittings, which I run AN lines. I have a 10 AN inlet, 8 AN outlet. So this will be going on my outlet. And I told you, I explained the reason why I want to put it on the outlet. I feel that it needs to start reading once it's through the injectors, not before it gets to the injectors. Because if it switches your tune before it gets to the injectors, then it should run funny for a second or two. But if you do it afterwards, then it's already in the systems to the injectors. That's my philosophy behind it. I don't know. But it works either way. I've seen guys do it both ways. So I paid $61 for this. You saw it on the computer for $99. You can search around. $61. I don't know if it was on. I don't even think it was on sale. This bought it for $61, $65. The fittings do not come with it. You have to buy the fittings. These are FJX fittings. They are same as AN, only they're steel. AN is aluminum. These are steel. Same connections, guys. So, and as you can see, it's just a steel variant. They use it like big truck stuff like that. We have a hardware store that actually sells everything AN, but it's FJX in steel. So went to the hardware store, bought these. These were like $6 a piece. I had one already from a previous. Had to go buy another. So you're looking at $6 a piece. This line I already had. Reason it's zip tied is because with PTFE line, it grows a memory, and I need it to bend like this. So before I put it on the car, I just put a zip tie on it and go ahead and have it pre-formed that way because it has to make that turn. And I'm gonna show you guys where I'm gonna put it on the car. And my sensor. So I went with the $45 sensor, like I told you, is probably just as good as any rest of them. Now, another way you can get this sensor too, guys, I forgot to tell you this, and you want a genuine sensor, go to the junkyard, pull one off of Equinox, Chevrolet, Silverado, and you can get you a genuine. If I go to the junkyard, I may think about it, I may grab one. But we're rolling with this for now, $45. And it came with the pigtail for $45. So this sensor is going to end up sitting in here like that. And we'll be good to go. 3 wires. It gets a sensor ground. It gets a 12-volt hot source. And white goes to the flex fuel wire on the computer. Let me show you guys where I'm going to put it on this car. Now, as you guys see, the car is on the ground. And if you follow my videos in order, I rebuilt the transmission in this. So this will probably come out before the transmission video, but it is done. So as you can see, I run AN lines. And this is my outlet here, which is 8 on the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook it from here, put that short line, and mount this thing over here somewhere, and then shorten this line up here, move the fitting back, and split and screw into the other side of my Motion Raceworks flex fuel holder. And I may end up having to relocate my vacuum block. I'm not sure yet, but if we do, that'll be fine too. I can find something or make a bracket or something to do that. So with that being said, guys, that's going to end this video. Oh, I forgot too. That ain't all I bought. I'm sorry. Like I said, I like the emblems. Let me get this open for you guys. Hold on. So, I like the emblem. I bought the 2 for $8.99. And it comes with the 3M tape. Well, this ain't 3M. This is some kind of M tape. But what I do not like about it is they have it where you screw it in. And I'm not screwing nothing on my trunk. And if you put that up there, of course it dips in. I got a fix for that. Because this needed to be smooth. But I bought those. They are metal. That is the great part. So they don't look cheesy or anything. And I'll go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek of what it'll look like on the back of the trunk. So you got your Grand National emblem there. I'm going to come over to this side. And we're going to do like a flex fuel right along there. I'm going to space it out exactly how my Grand National emblem is down there. And we're going to put that up there too. So, people will know that this car is E85 compatible. And it's a wow factor sometimes when you go to the car shows, especially around here. Like I said, we don't have E85. So, it's like a foreign thing in eastern North Carolina. So, when they see that, they be like, oh man, car on E85? Yeah, I say I can run both. I can just put it in the tank and go. I got a flex fuel sensor. So with that being said, guys, that's how you find shopping for your flex fuel sensors, or how to put flex fuel on your vehicle. It's your boy Jordy B. I'm out. Stay tuned because there will be a transmission finished completion video coming. I'm out.